Hello and welcome back to Kevin Can't Play Today, the game show where everybody always loses. I'm your host, Kevin. Welcome back to a game that I thoroughly enjoy called CLOUDPUNK. Um, so this game came out a while back, and I think that was in the dark times where I didn't have a computer that could handle both OBS and games at the same time, so I didn't end up showing it, and I can't believe I've not put it on at this point. Um, well, yeah, CloudPunk is a ostensibly a delivery game set in a Blade Runner cyberpunkish future, and yeah, you run around town kind of as an outsider. You're brand new to the city, and so you kind of gotta figure it out as you go. And the thing that, yeah, it's a delivery game, but the thing about it is the story. The story is what gives this game what it is. It's a lot of fun. It's got a full DLC called City of Ghosts, which is almost an entirely, I think it's the same amount of hours as the original game. And it's pretty cheap too. Um, and they're coming out with a new game. Completely new game set in the city, but it's a more of a management type game where you're starting off with a street vendor stall and you're moving your way up to be bigger in the city. Um, so yeah, I highly check that out. The new game's called Nivalis. It's going to be coming out probably later this year. They haven't quite announced when exactly it's coming out. Um, but for right now, this game is on sale on Steam for $6.99, 65% off, and the full game with the DLC and soundtrack is on sale for 57% off and at a total of $8.53, which is a great deal. I highly recommend anybody picking it up at that price because I think with both it's $30 normally. But yeah, at 8.53, it's a great deal, and that sale's going on Steam until August 8th. So I'd highly recommend checking it out. Um, Even if you don't play it that often, that's a great deal for the game. But yeah, I hope you guys like it and want to pick it up because yeah, right now I highly recommend picking it up. It's at a great deal right now. I don't feel bad having paid full price for it at all, and if I'd have had a chance to pick it up on sale, that would have been awesome. But yeah, for now, let's get rid of this stuff and get into the game. Hold on, this might get a little loud. I'm not sure how the volume's balancing on this, but I actually turned the volume down a bit, but I don't know if it's still not going to be too loud. Hopefully you can hear me over it. But yeah, let's get into it. It's going to be starting a new game. So you guys get to see it from the beginning. And we'll do the first little mission there and go from there. Yeah, it's a really well done world. These guys did a great job with the game, especially as a small development team. They did an amazing job with it. It's a fully fleshed out city, bit by bit. Here we are, getting some Fifth Element vibes already, because I sure as heck am. Here we are in Little China, and yes, we can fully ascend, descend, in our little flying car.
Control, come in. Wait, is this channel receiving me?
Driver 14FC, this is Control. We read you. Is that you, Carmine?
No, my name is Rania.
You're the new kid.
I'm the new driver, yeah. Who is Carmine?
He was Driver 14FB.
What happened to him?
He retired last month.
Good for him.
Not really. He was in the big Sector 6 crash last week. Lots of people got retired. Don't worry, you won't be flying through that section for hours yet.
Where do I go now?
Well, how are you handling your Hava?
Okay, I guess.
I read your references. You're a good driver, but navigating a Hava around Navalis isn't like driving your flat country roads back home. Now, this city goes down 100 miles and up 1,000. Remember, you're not driving an old internal combustion engine. You'll need to engage your vertical repulsors or find one of the car lifts. Fly to headquarters. I'll give you more instructions when you arrive.
Thanks, Control.
Yeah, so cars...
One more thing, 14FC. Welcome to CLOUDPUNK.
Cars are called Havas. It's an acronym for something. I'm not sure what. Yeah, one thing you gotta worry about is gas. You do gotta keep an eye on your gas gauge. I try never to let it go below half at any time, because you get some longer missions. Also, there's garages to repair and upgrade your car that you're going to need. Control will warn you if your car's too damaged, so that's nice. Okay, here we're coming up. Try not to hit those things. And here we've landed. Yeah, I'm definitely switching to third person view. Thank you. So here's our Hava. Pretty nice little rig there. It looks just like these other CLOUDPUNK rigs. And yes, you can zoom in for first person view if you want to. I tend to like the third person view. Yeah, and then you can there's also stuff to explore. Each of these areas has hidden stuff in it. We're close to one. There it is. Those plasteel parts are hard to see. And yeah, these are things that you can sell. I generally keep about 5 on me at any given time. Just because there are some elevators and stuff that require repairs and will require various different things to repair them. Also some checkpoints, like the one up above us, require to be fixed with like Corpsec flyers. Corpsec is the kind of police. Food is buyable.
Welcome to my humble restaurant in the rain. What can I get you?
So yeah, you can buy food, candy bars. I actually need a candy bar for an achievement, so we'll grab that. One of the ones I'm missing, I don't know who I'm supposed to give that to, but I'm supposed to give that to somebody. But yeah, you can buy food. Soda and food does actually give you some minor boosts, like
Don't let all the rain
some
get you down.
speed
See you again
boosts
soon.
or energy boosts. It's not huge amounts, but it's enough. But yeah, very Blade Runner. They went very Blade Runner with this. There is kind of a mystery to solve in the whole thing. But yeah, if you see a little on the mini map there, you'll see that face. That's somebody you can talk to. So we'll go talk to him real quick.
Hey, come here a minute.
Why?
We want to talk to you.
So talk.
What
The
do you
voice
do?
acting is great.
Delivery driver?
You're CLOUDPUNK, right? So you must be thinking you're pretty badass.
If you say so.
Why you be nice to her? She delivers to the Spire. She don't respect us.
Show me something to respect then.
You're sassy, acting like you weren't afraid of us.
I ain't.
She don't know who she's talking to, Razor. She don't know how you got that name.
Razor, are you a shaving robot?
You don't gotta take that from her type, Razor. You gotta do something.
Nah, I like her. She's got a big mouth like me.
So you're both part of Block 40, right?
You heard of us?
I heard there's an android gang I should avoid.
That's good advice. You don't want to get in our way.
Why do you get such a bad reputation?
We do a lot of things we ain't supposed to.
Robbing people?
Nah, much worse.
Urban renewal, bitch. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot language.
What? Urban renewal?
Yeah, community project. Planting gardens on corporate waste ground. Turning old factories into playgrounds. Real hardcore shit.
I mean, no, I don't get it at all.
Oh well, it's been more than a minute since I record.
That will get you in more trouble.
Not like I'm worried about
with corporate
monetization anyway.
We would be safer if we were straight murdering fools.
Well, good luck, I guess. That sounds like a worthwhile thing for a gang to do. I just figured gangs in Nivalis were a bit more...
You assumed wrong, but that's alright. We ain't surprised they talk shit about us.
Well, I won't. I hope you two never get caught.
Fuck yeah! You was right, Razor. She's all right.
You stay loose, CLOUDPUNK. We see you later.
Okay, so yeah, a little bit of language. Sorry about that. If you care, but it's not very prevalent. You don't hear a lot of it, so. I just forgot that the very first people you talk to.
14FC, this is going to the Marrow.
Where's that?
Pretty low in the city superstructure. I'll give you a waypoint on your navcom to help you find it. Be careful down there. It's busy, and it's a maze. Not exactly the rich part of town. Kind of place where you wipe your feet on the way out.
Okay.
Yeah, Marrow's not that bad.
Carmenus was a great driver. You got big boots to fill. He flew delivery for over 10 years, you know?
How about the driver before him?
14FA? Lasted one night. Most drivers only last one night.
They quit the job?
One way or another, yeah. You seem like a nice kid, 14FC. I hope you make it. Don't get lost down there in the Marrow.
I'll try. What's in the package?
2 rules, kid. Don't miss a delivery, and don't ask what's in the package. Everything else is just guidelines.
Yeah, kind of like the transporter. Yeah, the voice acting is actually really good in this. They did a good job designing this world so it's not all, it doesn't all look exactly the same. Oh man. Later on you get upgrades. Actually, I wonder if there's any upgrades available right now. Ow. Dang it. Might be able to get something to help us move better. Alright. So we can get an antenna.
Pretty cool.
Okay, we have an antenna. That's the upgrade we can get. Yeah, as you bump into stuff, you have to pay to get it repaired. And while driving, if you have to look at the map, I recommend that you go high or very low.
Hey, 14FC, are you there? I just remembered I didn't talk to you about the ascenders.
You mean the thing I just used?
I think I know how they work, Control.
You do?
They go up and also down, right?
Yeah, that's about it. You know why?
No.
It's about vert ceilings.
Not those again.
Say again, 14FC.
Sorry, just making a kind of joke. Go ahead, Control.
Havas are tuned to a vertical field frequency based on the layer of the city they're in. That field locks you to a maximum and minimum altitude. That's why you need the ascenters. They take you up or down a layer, and as they carry you, they reset your Hava's field frequency. They reset the vertical ceiling and floor.
But Havas fly just fine outside Nivalis without vert fields.
Well, that's true. Your Hava will fly fine in areas without the fields.
I also like just flying higher
Even
low
in
just
old
to
rural
avoid
parts
most
of
of the
the city
traffic.
that are off the grid, but the grid holds everything together in the city. Tracks you, gives you access to the nets, the comm, the mapping systems, the reserve power if your engine stalls.
A little too high.
And it stops us just flying straight up to the spire, too, right?
That's right, kid. The CEOs don't want you flying up and looking in their windows. They prefer their privacy.
I guess we don't get many jobs up there anyway.
You might be surprised, kid.
Yeah, and every you can tell we're really low because you can see the ocean, but yeah, every area has its own kind of feel to it. They did a good job with making the city kind of feel alive that way. It's one of the bigger parking lots. We'll try and find a spot. Make sure. Yeah, okay. So yeah, your controls do actually include side to side, and I recommend at the very beginning of the game, before you do anything else, swap your E button with your F button, or whatever the action button is, with the right strafe button. Make your life a little bit easier. Because the basic one is your right strafe is F, which is a little bit more of a pain than E is, and E is your action. So if you just swap them, it makes life a lot easier. And again, we got more stuff to pick up. Yeah, explore everything. I don't want to talk to her right now. She's annoying. And you'll also find these, where'd it go? It must be behind this Hava. Yep, there we go. You'll find these punch cards. Those are useful later. So pick those up too. You can't sell them, but they are useful.
What you looking for?
Talk to this merchant guy real quick. So he doesn't have anything... Okay, I thought those were the same for a minute. Energy drinks are actually really good for speed boosts. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sell these plasteel parts. No, we won't. But merchants also check every merchant you find, because every merchant has different stuff, including clothes. So you can change your clothes,
Hey, come back anytime, lady.
sunglasses, boots. You know, so you can actually change what you wear, which is pretty nice.
Oh, thank God. This will change everything. Where do I sign?
Right here, Mr. Carva.
Please, call me Irwin. It's from my parents. They died, you know. Cora only knows what caused the crash. I'm sure they saved their whole life to give this to me. I thought it would be in cash. Limbs. But my neighbor said they'd probably leave me pressed gold. That way, you don't pay so much city tax on the transfers. Can I take that now?
Sure, here you go. Who is Cora?
It's just an expression. You want to see what's inside?
Also something that
I can maybe give
is
you a
very
tip if
important
it's
later.
limbs. Not every day you see someone become rich in front of your eyes, right? Just think. I can finally get the eye surgery I need. 2 augments. No expense spared. I can hardly read the holocrons these days. It's all just a blur. Let's see. Just rip here and... Oh,
What is it? Gold?
it's old toys. My ship models. The R7 ICBM and Sputnik. The NASA shuttles. The UN Interplanetary 101. Why did they send these? It must be some kind of code.
There's a note, right?
Yeah, let's see. Dear Irwin, we know these toys were important to you at one time. We need to sell the apartment, but your father has a scheme. It seems risky, but if all goes well, this will arrive just before we land at the colonies. We're going to the stars, just like we always dreamed. I know it's hard out there, but if we keep our heads down, we can start sending you money for the operations. More than enough money. Just hold on, honey. Everything's going to be okay.
Sorry. I should go.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. This game's weird. Some of the stuff is pretty weird in this game, but you get used to it. But anyway, this is, yeah, the lower part of the Nivalis.
Good job, kid. I looked into your profile. It says you came from the Eastern Peninsula. Heard it's nice there. What made you want to come slumming with us in Nivalis?
It's the biggest city in the world. I wanted to make an impression.
It's not easy to break out in Nivalis, kid. Making it here is like trying to paint on the surface of a river. The current of people and ideas and the crowds, they wash everything away.
I'll make it.
Sure you will, kid. Just try making it through tonight first. We need you to head up to the Mercantile District. You're moving up in the world.
What's the job?
Same as always. Take a package from A to B without too many questions. A is a warehouse. B is a penthouse. Transmitting nav points now. And remember, don't let them look down on you, kid. The merchants are as far from the clouds as they are from the gutter.
Okay, Control. On my way.
Yeah, and my recommendation is if you're in a new neighborhood or general area, search everything first before you move on and do another job, unless it's a timed mission, which there are some. Because there's a lot of stuff, especially early on, money is important. For repairs, upgrades, apartment upgrades. You have your own apartment, and you can actually customize your add stuff to your apartment, which is pretty neat. Yeah, so grab everything you can to begin with, and then move on. So every time you stop at a new area, just go ahead and search it all. Old bridge up there. Yeah, this is basically the game. You get your choice of a new car later on, so you're not stuck with this one the whole game. You actually do get, and it's like 8 choices too. It's a good number of choices to pick. But yeah, I think we'll kind of keep this one short today and just kind of leave it off here. But yeah, this gives you kind of a taste of the game, and like I said, it is on a really good deal sale right now. I would recommend paying for the bundle, and because it's under $9 for the bundle, and then you get the whole other 8+ hour DLC with that, and it's only what $1.50 more than just buying the base game. So I think it's a hell of a deal. Yeah, I highly please until the 8th. Please buy this game, especially if you like these kind of retro style graphics. I'm usually not, I'm not that big a fan of retro pixel type games, but I think they did a great job with this one, incorporating it into a 3D world with the voxels or whatever they're called, so that it still looks really nice. They did a great job with it. Said I normally can't stand these style games, but this one I eventually broke down and bought it just because of the way it is. And yeah, it's an open world. You can go pretty much wherever you want. Some places don't unlock until later in the game, and do a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of side missions to kind of have fun with. But yeah, and it's just a beautiful world to explore, and there's a ton to explore. Holy crap, there's a ton to explore. So every new area you've been to, like the Marrow here, or if you go down here to the Cauldron, every named neighborhood that you see, if you fly through there and get the discovery thing for it, you will it gives you $50. So it's good to explore, especially early on, get that early money to get the early upgrades and buy the cosmetics and stuff pretty early on, especially some sunglasses, because I'm not a big fan of the eyes. Yeah, that's about the only thing I really don't like, is the way the eyes look, so I usually get the sunglasses as soon as I can. But yeah, it's I even still can't really complain about that because you don't see them that often. But yeah, it's a beautiful game. I hope you guys really decide to check it out. I'm not sponsored by it at all, but I I'm a big fan. And with the expansion, it just doubles the game. The new game coming out, Novalis, looks really cool, really interesting, and it's a very different game from this one, but it's more expansive game in the same setting, where instead of just one little Hava pilot, you're a business person trying to, build your business empire in Novalis, starting with a little food stall and working your way up to be a huge businessman. That one's got a lot of other options. I highly recommend checking out Novalis on the Steam page. There's a link from the CloudPunk page, which I'll try and remember to put in, but if not, I think you can just click on it. It'll send you there. I'll try to remember to put the link in. I'm really bad at Steam links, though. So, but yeah, CloudPunk, all one word, look it up. I highly recommend it. Even if it's a game you just play a couple deliveries at a time, eventually it'll probably suck you in with the story. The story's really neat. It's very emotional at times, really pulls you in. There's some lefty stuff in there that I don't, but they don't push it too hard, so I'm not that big a deal. But yeah, like I said, fun game. I highly recommend it. Check it out. Pretty easy to play too. Yeah, I think that'll be it for today, and I'll leave you with that. If you guys want to see me play more of the game, let me know, and I will play more of it, just for you, and because I enjoy it. But yeah, so, or if there's any other games you want to see me play, let me know. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.